Good evening and welcome back to Prime of Midlife. It's Monday evening and this evening we are talking insulation for homes. I'm sure some of you have seen this. I've got my laptop down here and I'm reading the headline from Housing Today. I'll just let you see it. Insulation installers suspended over poor work funded through government energy efficiency schemes. So I'm like, oh, what's that all about? So it turns out that systemic issues, so not just issues, systemic, so system-wide, discovered with solid wall insulation installed under Energy Company Obligation 4 and the Great British Insulation Schemes. A total of 39 businesses have been suspended from installing new insulation in people's homes after they were found to have carried out poor quality work under two government-funded schemes. How does that work? Surely government-funded means that they've checked out the people that do it. You would have thought, like. So the Department for Energy Security and Net Zero, commonly known as DES, I'm just going to call them DES, said that checks by the Quality Scheme Trustmark have uncovered examples of substandard solid wall insulation fitted since 2022. So basically, if you've had solid wall insulation fitted under one of the government schemes between 2022 and now, you need to be checking. The government has suspended the companies and instructed them to pay to fix the problems. How many do you think are going to go bust, like next week? I mean, goodness. Examples of the substandardness: missing or incomplete paperwork, which that's fine. Insufficient ventilation, which is very not fine. Missing or exposed insulation, which if left unchecked could lead to damp and mould. Which is the whole thing you're trying to avoid by getting your proper insulation. Now, ECO4 offers grants for energy saving measures targeted at low income households with the lowest energy performance. And the Great British Insulation Scheme offers funding primarily for homeowners or private renters on benefits with low rated energy performance certificates. The government says the issues are limited to work funded through the two schemes. Seemingly there's a stronger system of checks and balances if you do it in the other schemes or any other way. It just is ridiculous. So this DES thing says the government's overhauling the system. More than 65,000 households have had insulation fitted through these two schemes. 65,000. And this DES thing has not identified the businesses concerned. Which, I mean, is just ridiculous. So there you are, scraping together to try and keep your house warm, to get better insulation. And you think, who do I know, who's good, who's going to actually do a proper job? I know, I'll go to the government scheme, it helps with the money anyway. You know, they're subsidising it and, you know, they'll have proper contractors. That's what most people would think. But it seems not. And certainly in the last few years, certainly since the, you know, amount of businesses and cronies that got contracts through the COVID time, you know, the millions of pounds worth of PPE that failed tests, it seems there's a lot of leeway, shall we say, for anything that the government promotes. And in this, the government promoted this scheme to help those of us who were struggling more to get this insulation on their homes, to get their energy rating up. And it turns out that they were scamming us all the time, the contractors. And their big thing is, oh, we'll make the contractor pay to fix it. Yeah, right. Those companies are going to drop just like flies anytime soon. So there you go. That's my public service announcement for today. If you have had insulation put in since 2022 through one of those government schemes, please check, because there isn't a list of the contractors, but there's 39 contractors have been suspended. So yeah, that's pretty bad going. So here in the UK, if you have done that, please check, because it could be that this insulation is causing you more problems than it's saving. So I'm sure you can hear I have the air fryer on in the background. I am now going to sort out dinner. Catch you later.